What's up, everybody? Life's Apprentice. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of a tour and talking with Ned Ones about their trailers and how they make them and all that good kind of stuff. So if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. But without further ado, here we are at Ned Ones. Here's all the plastic containers. Dave was saying last time I was here, you guys bought the building over there, and we're going to build like a powder coating shop or something like that.
That's what he's planning on right now, is so that we can have more of that stuff in house.
Right.
Which is nice, because then we can kind of control the quality ourselves. Because I mean, that's one of the big things. We want to have a quality container.
Right.
We powder coat all of the framework
on the trailers.
On the trailers and for the plastic containers. All these are all that black.
So this is like the housing or whatever.
Yeah, this is all the framework that will go around, and it's all powder coated black.
Okay. And that seems to last a lot better. I know.
Yeah. My
trailer's right there, and that's a 2015, and there's no paint missing.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at these. This would be a good business to get in. I know, I've heard that 2 of these containers from Waste Management and stuff like that is up to $5 grand a year.
Oh yeah.
for a small business.
For a small business.
For a small business, $5 grand a year, and a truck can probably run 100 of them in a week or more.
Or more. It all depends on your stops.
Right. Well, that's $500,000 a year roughly per truck. That's absolute gross, but.
And you don't have to. We have customers that have a rear load packer truck, and it's not one of those big ones. They make smaller packer trucks that will actually come in under CDL.
Okay.
So then you wouldn't have that investment of the large truck, and you know it's better, it's easier on insurance on it, because you don't have that big truck maintenance on it.
Sure.
So I mean,
fuel too, probably.
Fuel, you got it, man.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that's something I should probably get into.
And there's
soon.
Color-wise, we do all kinds of colors. It is, because we make it here ourselves.
Yeah. I don't really see any orange ones other than that one, so.
No, yeah, that one. There are some orange ones around there.
Okay. Most of the ones everyone's used to seeing are green. You know why?
Yep.
But yeah, that's cool. Any color. And I like you said, they're just gonna stay clean and they're just gonna look nice, and they're light.
The cool thing with the plastic is, let's say somebody spray paints on, you just take some thinner, it wipes right off.
Sure.
And then it still stays the same can that it was before.
Right.
And I've had people say, you know, well, the one problem with them is if they burn. Well, I've had steel cans that have burned, and they're never the same after they burn. I
actually saw one in Fond du Lac by where I was at a lower income housing community, and somebody obviously set it on fire. But the thing was, it was destroyed.
Yep.
Because you still have the plastic tops, which were destroyed.
Yep. And then
the whole can was warped, and it just rusted immediately. The stickers were gone.
Yep.
So I mean, if you're trying to brand, that thing's junk no matter what.
And you know, if you ever had where somebody, I got a customer where their container actually got pushed into the back of a cart corral.
Sure.
And it ended up bending up the clips on the back of their container. Well, all they got to do is they just have to unbolt, because it's all stainless steel fasteners.
Yep.
They just unbolt that back there, put that new rear load back on, and away they go.
Yeah. So
instead of having a fab guy come in, have to make you all these new parts.
Yep.
Anybody could just come in with a
couple of hand tools,
couple wrenches, and take those off and put the new piece on, and you're good to go.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, who cares about dumpster fires?
Yep.
You got insurance for that. Whether it's steel or plastic or whatever it is, dumpster fire will happen eventually if you do it long enough, but I don't think it's going to kill your business. So these are all frames.
These are the jigs that we use.
Oh, these are jigs? Okay.
Yeah, these are the jigs that we use for the trailers.
So like this is my trailer right here, it looks like, or very, very close.
Yep.
And
so we cut all the tubes, we put it all into the jigs, make sure everything's squared up, and then actually the next one over there is going to be the one that actually makes the tip frame.
Sure.
So we got two different jigs, one for the tip frame, one for the main frame.
Gotcha.
And then the next one over there is actually our jig for our gooseneck.
Sure. And what's the capacity? I believe this is a 16,000 pound.
Yep.
And what's the capacity on the gooseneck? Is that different?
No, it's going to be the same because the gooseneck actually just an attachment on there. It bolts on.
Okay.
And I can show you, we've actually got one on there, and then we've got two goosenecks that are just sitting right there. This trailer right here, this 16,000, actually will get a gooseneck.
This one will?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I see. So it just mounts on right there.
Right on there, yeah.
Yeah.
So like with this trailer.
So can you remove it?
You can.
So you could remove
it.
it.
The cool thing about our setup is, let's say you've got a truck that has the hitch, in the back of your truck, and something happens to your truck. Well, not everybody has that plate in the back of their truck.
Right.
So you can just unbolt
the fifth wheel.
Unbolt there, unbolt there on each
side. That's cool. I didn't know that.
And then
unbolt here and unbolt there. I'm sure it's heavy. This would be a team lift, definitely.
Yep. Yeah. It's not a 5-10 minute thing to do.
No, but in a pinch, you
get it off.
Yeah.
You can grab another pickup, and away you go.
Also, if you have like my trailer, and you decide to go with the gooseneck or the fifth wheel, you could just buy this piece.
Yep.
And put it on. I could put it on my trailer tomorrow, and put it on my 250 with the fifth wheel.
Yep.
Look how pretty that is. This is essentially the same trailer. And what kind of warranties do you guys have?
This is a 24,000 pound trailer.
Oh, this is 24,000?
Yep.
Okay, and what makes it different from mine?
This one's got a heavier frame and it's got heavier axles. Other than that, the length exactly the same.
Okay. Now, with this trailer and my truck, is it going to change like CDL?
Yes.
So this you would need a CDL?
If you get into the 16,000, you'd be under the CDL, but if you got into, we got a 20,000 or 24,000, that puts you need a CDL for.
And it's also important what truck you buy too.
Yep.
The truck you buy and the trailer makes a difference. Well, is this one? Is this the same?
16,000. That's the same as yours.
It's just blue.
The guy wanted it blue. Yep.
Okay. And here's one. It looks like it's been on the road for a long time.
That one's a really old one.
Yeah.
When they dropped it off, they want us
to refurbish it?
Yep, refurbish it for them.
Yep. Huh. How long have you guys been making the trailers?
We were at 19 years now.
19
we've been
years.
doing the trailers.
And this is probably one of the originals.
Yep, that's one of Because you can even look at that trailer and see that
we've
made improvements as we've went along.
Yeah.
There's just little things. We haven't changed, really the trailer in general. It's just we've worked with our customer and we've seen, they're like, you know what, if you could change this out, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
And they're small things. Like even if you look at that one, we've
that
got
one,
change out plates.
And I know, well, it doesn't have for the 10-yard, does it? Or
It does. It does. It has, they pull up.
Oh, okay, see, that's a difference I see right away.
Yeah, but we did it with the flip up because it actually was easier for the customer just to flip that up than having to reach inside of that frame.
Okay. Yeah.
And we, it's just little things, like I said, that,
that's really the only thing I see. This is all a little different
that's
here.
Higher up. We made a more low profile setup. Like I said, we cut those off and make them so you can switch out the plates.
Yeah. In case one gets bent or broke or what.
Exactly, or even worn out. Because over time, you start ramming
and they rattle
and it
when
rattles
you're driving.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You just unbolt that, put a brand new plate on.
Huh. It's pretty sweet. I kind of like the blue. Maybe I should do a different color next time. It doesn't cost anymore, I'm sure. Or does it?
It's just a little bit more usually.
Just
unless the
changing the guns or whatever.
Well, it's if the powder coaters have that color on hand. If they don't, they have to special order it. Sure. Then they charge more for it.
I think I just like it because it's different than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty sweet. And then this is where you guys do all the
This is-
trailers. This
yep.
is just trailers.
They build them all in here, and then we send them out, get them powder coated, bring them back, and then they do the final assembly and put them right back together.
Now, do you guys, will you, like say I brought you an F550 flatbed, can you manufacture it into,
Here it is.
this is the same thing?
It's a 20,000 pound truck hoist.
Okay.
On an F650. This is the
F650.
customer's truck. He brings it in. We adjust the frame. We run all the hosing, all the electrical.
Yeah.
And
You can bring almost any truck here, essentially. And you guys,
we like to stay, probably about the 650. We don't like to do too many of the smaller than that. And the reason is your payload starts going down.
Okay.
You get a heavy hoist on there, but you can't haul as much because you don't have as much springs in the back.
Okay.
That the container can, or the truck can haul.
do you guys do the hook lift at all?
Nope, we're all cable pull.
All cable, okay.
And and it's nothing against hook lift systems, because we make hook lift boxes.
Right.
The cool thing with the cable pull is it's always the same. The rails are the same. The
Yeah.
hookup is the same.
Yeah.
With a hook lift, you have different hook heights.
Okay.
They're not all the same hook height. You have
Sure.
large hook height. You have a small hook height. So cable pull, the same containers that go on this small truck hoist will fit on the large truck hoist.
Yeah. Okay. Because this is where I want to move.
Yep.
In the future, right now, I have 2 of your trailers.
Yeah.
I have 2 capable trucks. By the end of this year, I'll have enough dumpsters where I'm going to need a second driver. But once these trailers and vehicles start, I guess, taking a shit, I want to move into the just contained unit like this, and
Yeah.
eventually have you guys build one.
And you can hook this truck is actually will already be set up to hook a trailer up to the back.
So you could haul 2 at
So
once?
you could haul 40 yards. You
Okay.
could have 2 20-yarders right there.
Or 2 empties?
Or 2 empties.
whatever.
And that would be the really cool thing you'd want to do, is if you could bring 2 empties, and then you could switch out a spot where it's already getting serviced.
Yep.
And then you can take those cans, dump them, take them somewhere else.
Sure.
And they just keep making you money.
Yep. Yep. To just increase your efficiency, which
Yep.
is money.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, I've been trying to just turn 5 dumpsters in a day, and I can't do it yet.
Yeah.
4 is my limit. I just, they're so far from the dump, and there's only so many dump hours
And that's
in a
what
day.
some people forget, is there's only so many hours that you can get into those dumps during the day.
Right.
And it all depends on how spanned out the people are, for the location.
Yep. And most of our business is 30 miles from the dump each way.
Yeah.
And I'm expanding my advertising closer to the dump so that I can be more efficient, but all the other companies are already there.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why they aren't in my particular town, is because they know the efficiencies of it. And I'm gonna get her, but I could set 10 when they're empty, when they're sitting in the yard empty, and I could set 10 in a day. But going picking them up, dumping them, and dropping them, I can't do more than 4. So having like a trailer would be, I'm sure I could do 5 or 6 that way.
Yeah.
And that would be worth it over the course of the year. That adds up to a lot of dumpsters and time.
Yeah. Do you go to the location? Do you have an empty one that you bring with you to the location, or you can just swap it out?
If I'm doing like a reset.
If you're doing reset.
Yeah, but a lot of the customers, I'd say
They're
probably
calling you and telling you
80%.
that they're done with the roll-up?
Yeah, it's a one and done. And then they call you a couple of years later. But I will take an empty if I have it available. If I'm resetting.
Yep.
And that saves time too.
Yep, exactly.
It's still a little bit of messing around, but if you're driving 30 or 40 miles, it's totally worth it.
And then if you could pick up another spot where you can drop off that one after you dump at the dump,
Yeah.
and that helps you out quite a bit.
Yeah. Huh. That's cool. Well, I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, no problem at all, man.
Well, I probably should have filmed more. We just talked for like a half an hour about all sorts of random dumpster stuff, and I had already turned the camera off, but very interesting talking with them. It was really nice of Ned Ones to give me a walkthrough and let me do some filming and ask them questions. I really want to say a huge thank you to Ned Ones for allowing me to do that. If you guys need anything dumpster related, whether it's trucks, trailers, any kind of dumpster containers, cans, roll-offs, compactors, you name it, they are the place to get all of these things. If you're new in the business, you want to get started, or you've been in the business for your whole entire life, they can help you. They make the best stuff, in my opinion. They make the best stuff on earth, very, very high quality at reasonable prices. Guaranteed, you guys can make money with their equipment. And if you don't believe it, just look at me. I mean, I'm doing it, and it's everything that I own, other than the truck, the Ford truck, came from them, and it just works flawlessly. I've had no problems. It looks good over a long period of time. So if you like this, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.